and you're going to dip it, soak it in, and see how it kind of drips a bit. Yeah, when this happens, don't let it, don't you know, don't take out all the plaster by draining it. When it's dripping like that, put it automatically on the mold itself. And when you do that, make sure you press it, but don't drain it. You know, make sure you press it so you can get all the air out, and do it again. So you just basically gonna do that all over for 2 layers, and after you're done with the 2 layers, you can actually pour the rest of the plaster on the around the the whole entire thing, and that will act as the final coat. So that's basically how to make a mold itself. This also applies to making 1-part molds for half masks. So yeah, that's basically how to make plaster and the different layers. So I'm going to work on this right now, and I'll show you guys what it will look like with the 2 layers. No, the detail coat, the 2 layers, and the final coat. So I'm going to show you guys that later once I'm done. Okay, guys, I just finished adding the 2 layers of burlap and the final coat. As you can see, it's a bit small, but I guess that's fine. When you guys are making the final coat, make sure that the actual plaster reaches up to the point that meets the containing wall. As you can see, there's still some empty space, like right there. So what you guys need to do is fill up this whole entire thing with plaster, and this applies to the final coat. When you guys do that, it should fill up like up to here. And as you can see, it's a bit small when I made mine, but that's fine. As long as you make it so that it's sturdy enough once it's dry, you're all good. You're good to go. So yeah, I just finished making the first half of the mold, and what we need to do right now is use the rubber kidney and smoothen out the actual mold itself from any ragged edges. Because if you guys let the ragged edges dry, it's actually gonna turn into like a mini knife in a way, because it actually it actually hurts. First of all, it hurts if you guys touch it, and when you're holding the heavy mold. So make sure you guys smoothen out the ragged edges. So now we're ready for the next half of the mold, which is the last and second half. So you're basically doing the same thing over and over, but you guys, there's actually like a step where you guys have to add Vaseline and remove the clay containing walls. So yeah, so there you go. First half of the mold done, and I'm waiting for it to dry now. Okay, I just finished taking out the clay dividing walls and the containing walls, and as you can see, it's a bit small, but that's okay. Usually, if you make your molds bigger, it's actually easier to take out when you guys are demolding it. So as you can see, when you guys take out your clay dividing wall, and when you guys did the what do you call it, the registration keys, it should leave out like a like a hole right there, right where the marble was. So yeah, that's the registration key. So right now, when you guys take out the clay walls, it will actually make like some jagged edges, somewhere like this. It's actually dangerous. So what you guys can do is you guys can take like a hammer or like a chisel, and you can use the end of the chisel to do that, and then it will actually break it down. So yeah, at this step, what we need to do now is lay the actual mold flat, like like that, And when we do that, we're gonna apply some Vaseline. We're gonna apply some Vaseline right here. But not in the actual sculpture itself. We're gonna apply some Vaseline like right here, also where the registration key is. All the way around. So that's basically it. And also, when you guys are ready, when you guys are done applying the Vaseline, what you guys need to do is get your your water-based clay again. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna lay this flat, and you guys are gonna make another containing wall, but not a dividing wall. So you're gonna make another set of containing walls that will go this way. See that? So you can contain the plaster for the second part of the mold. So yeah. Now you're gonna build it right here, all the way around. Oh yeah, and also right here. So yeah. Don't forget to apply the Vaseline. If you guys forget to apply the Vaseline and then you guys pour the plaster, what's actually gonna happen is that the Vaseline acts as the release agent to break open the mold. So without the Vaseline, it would actually get stuck. So the mold would just be one hole. It's gonna be harder for you guys to break open the two molds together. So make sure you guys apply some Vaseline right where the borderline is. Like right there. So yeah. Okay, I just finished making the second containing walls right here. As you can see, I added the Vaseline, right there. So yeah, make sure you guys add the Vaseline, and when you guys add the Vaseline, make sure you guys wash your hands after you apply it, because if you guys don't wash your hands, you guys are gonna make the containing walls slippery, so it's actually gonna fall down. So make sure you guys wash your hands after you work with Vaseline. So yeah, same rule applies. You're basically remember I told you guys, make sure you guys push in on the actual containing wall so you guys can strengthen the actual containing wall itself. So yeah, make sure you guys strengthen it just like that. You're basically pushing on it so that it would be harder for it to move this way. So make sure you guys do that, along right here, everywhere. So yeah, same rule applies. You're just gonna add the detail coat, two layers of burlap soaked plaster, and then your final coat, which should be extra thick. So yeah, that's basically it. That's mold making. Then once after you're done with that, you can take off the dividing walls, or not the dividing, the containing walls. You're gonna rip it out, and you're gonna demold using a hammer, screwdriver, and some chisels. So yeah, I'm actually gonna videotape the final, before I demold it. Because I'm basically saying the same thing over and over again if I, apply it to, the second half of the, two-part mold. So yeah, good. I hope you guys, understand mold making. I hope you guys have, a good chance of working with the plaster itself. So I hope I helped you guys. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the demold step. I just finished the two-part mold, as you guys can see, and I still have to remove the containing walls. And when you guys are done making your two-part mold, I'll warn you guys, it weighs like a ton. I don't know about you guys, but I'm skinny and I hardly do have any muscles, so to me it's heavy. So yeah, it should look like this. Your two-part mold should look like this. So yeah, I'm about to take the containing walls out by using a screwdriver. And what you guys need to do right now is to get ready for demolding the two halves together. And I'm going to show you guys how to do that.